Hey guys, it's Show from Wize Vibez, and this is your life. You're a coin! Hey guys, alright, seriously now. This right here is the topic of this video, this little coin that has two sides to it. I want to talk about extremes and balance, like living an extreme life versus living a balanced life. And that's basically why I showed you this coin at the beginning, because this is one of the best examples I can give you. Life is like a coin, or maybe it's better to say coins are like life. You see, there's a duality in this world that is needed. It's required for us to experience one side. A good example is love or hate. To have hate, you must have love. Light or darkness, to have light, you must have darkness. And the same goes for this coin. To have this coin, you must have heads and tails. And so, what I'm here to talk to you about today is that I'm here to show you why it's probably better to live a more balanced life than it is an extreme life. And I don't know about you, but like if you notice, when some people get really stuck on one side, like if you stay on tails or if you stay on heads, you are going to be living more of an extreme lifestyle, which can be good, but it can cause more extreme experiences, hence living an extreme lifestyle. And so my idea is to, and this can go against what everybody thinks, but most people think living on the rim or on the edge is an extreme lifestyle, but I would be one to say that it's not. And I'm promoting you to actually live on the edge, because living on the edge is the most balanced lifestyle you can have. By doing so, you get to see both heads and tails instead of just one side. If you choose sides, it can be fun and all, but that's what kind of breeds, like I said earlier, it kind of breeds, more extreme consequences and outcomes in life, such as war or hatred, more darkness, more fear, because you only see one side. If you can embrace both sides and live on the rim, then you don't have any of this hate or any of this war, because you're getting, balance. You're not getting any of these extreme feelings because you're getting more of a balance. Now, another reason why I wanted to talk about, living more of a balanced life and why it's preferred, or living more of a balanced life could lead you to more of a peaceful life in general for you and everyone around you. Yes, it's good for the whole world, to do it for the whole world. No pressure. I think the reason why it's really good to be living a balanced life is because when you choose to live an extreme life, and let's say you choose heads, well, you've automatically chosen tails. So let's say you chose serious love for something, where you've also chosen serious hate for something as well, because you have to have that other extreme or that other side to balance it out. You see, when you choose heads, or you choose love, or you choose hate, or you choose beauty, and you choose ugly, or that sounds bad, you're not just choosing one side, you're choosing the whole coin. You can't choose one side without choosing the coin, because that side is part of a whole, which is that coin. And so that's why I promote living a balanced lifestyle, and I prefer to live on myself, because that way you don't have to deal with these other extreme negatives. So a good example is like a romance. Let's say you're madly in love with this beautiful person that you've seen the other day, and you get attached to them, like where you can't live without them. Well, when you do that, that's great and dandy, and it's an awesome experience, but you've also chosen, the opposite of that, which is like negative. Let's say you see that as a positive experience to the extreme, where you've also chosen a negative experience to the extreme, which is you can't live without them. You have that pain. It's so beautiful that it hurts. You see what I'm saying? It's so positive that it's a negative, if that makes sense. It's too much. You gotta have that balance. So yeah, that's basically what I'm showing here, is live more of a balanced lifestyle, and you'll bring more peace into your life. You'll have less fights. You'll have less fights with yourself, because you'll be seeing more of both sides. You'll see and you'll acknowledge the darkness within inside of you. And I think that's something that a lot of us may be scared to even face, and that's why we don't want to choose both sides, because choosing both sides means that, oh my God, I hated heads for so long and I stayed on tails and loved it forever, and now I'm seeing the heads inside of me, that darkness inside of me. I'm a horrible person because of my own definition from a previous, disposition that I was in. I held the position of loving tails so much that I hated heads, and from my previous definition towards heads, now I define myself as bad because I defined heads as bad, and now I'm showing and exposing the heads that was deep within inside me, and because of that, I'm now bad. So that's why I think everyone, is scared to even embrace balance when they're used to living an extreme lifestyle. And so my advice there would be to, love yourself, and be courage, be brave, have courage, because when you can do that, not only will you find more love, like I said, for yourself, but for other people, and you'll find living to be much easier because it'll be easier for you to embrace the other side, that you haven't really enjoyed, entire life, and you don't have to be so hard on yourself, and you don't have to hold a position and be, so stagnant. You don't have to stay and struggle and resist and be on tails for the rest of your life, which can be really difficult for some people. It's much easier to just acknowledge the heads within inside of you, acknowledge the darkness that is inside of you, because then you can keep it in balance. And that's the nature of life, to have your tails, you have to have your darkness. You have it anyways, you can't really hide from it. So instead of having extreme darkness, have more of a balanced darkness where it's not as an extreme outcome. So, yeah. So, thanks for watching, guys. So if there's one thing that I wanted you to get from this, it would be this. Be that two-faced bitch. Alright guys, see you later.